Welcome to a snowy day. Sorry we had to cancel services. I really dislike canceling services, but I would dislike it a lot more if somebody got hurt trying to get there. And Rhonda said no, which she does sometimes when she thinks the roads are bad. So at any rate, blessings to all of you. Have I mentioned lately how much I love you? I really, really, really do love every one of you. One announcement I'd like to make: in 2 weeks, we will be having our annual meeting. That is a potluck after church, followed by a brief business meeting. So please plan to come to that and at least eat, but we'd love for you to stay and hear what's going on with the church as well. I'm not going to do the entire message that I had for today, but I do want to do at least the story that I was going to use in my service today. In Galatians 6, verse 10, it says, "Let us do good to all people." Let us do good to all people. This story is about doing good, and I hope it's one that you will appreciate. I called it Interview Haircuts, and I do not know who the author is. My name is Elena. I'm 71, and I cut hair in my garage. $25, cash only, no appointments. You just show up, sit in the vintage hydraulic chair I saved from my old shop, and let me help you look human again. I spent nearly half a century at a high-end downtown salon before my hands started developing a tremor. Nothing major, but enough to end the days of $100 precision layers. Now I do simple, honest trims in my driveway under a sign that says Elena's Community Cuts. Most folks come because they're struggling financially, and that's fine. I keep the prices low on purpose. But Miguel came because he had reached the end of his rope. He showed up on a Tuesday morning, maybe 48 years old, weeks of stubble, hair matted and hanging past his shoulders. He looked like he'd been living in his car. "How much to make me look like someone worth hiring?" he asked. I saw his hands trembling. I saw the crushing shame in the way he avoided my gaze. "Sit down," I told him. I didn't mention the price. I worked for over an hour. I cut, shaped, and refined his beard. When I finally spun him toward the mirror, he stared at his reflection for a long, silent minute. "I forgot," he whispered. "I forgot I was still in there." He pulled out $9 in crumpled singles. "It's all I've got. I'll bring the rest when I can," he said. "That's the exact price today," I lied. "Tuesday special." He knew. He started crying. Not just a sniffle, but the kind of deep, gut-wrenching sob that comes from a person who hasn't felt seen in years. "I have a job interview Thursday," he said. "The first one in a year. I'd stopped trying because I looked like, well, like I'd already lost. You just gave me a fighting chance. After he left, I sat in my garage and thought about how many people stop trying simply because they can't afford to look like they're trying. And so I put up a new sign, job interview cuts, free, no exceptions. Word traveled to places I'd never visited, shelters, unemployment offices, and recovery centers. People started appearing, young, old, men and women, all with that same lost look Miguel had carried. I work 6 days a week now. Some people pay the $25, some pay more. But the interview cuts, those are always free. A woman named Sandra came by once. She was a single mother of 3, interviewing for a position at a credit union. Her friend had tried to trim her hair with kitchen shears because a salon was out of the question. I fixed it. I gave her a look that screamed professional and confident, and she got the job. 2 months later, she came back and handed me $60. For the next few people, she said. But the moment that truly stayed with me was when Miguel returned a year later. He pulled up in a clean sedan, wearing a sharp suit and a fresh haircut. I'm the floor supervisor now, he told me, at the logistics firm where I interviewed. I bring people here now, guys from the temp agency who are working hard but look rough. I tell them Elena's got their back. He handed me $400. I've kept track. You've cut hair for 16 people I've sent your way. This is for them and whoever comes next. We've performed over 400 interview cuts in the last 2 years. Local barbers even came to volunteer on their days off. Last month, a man got hired at a prestigious firm. His new boss told him he was hired because anyone who keeps their dignity after hitting rock bottom is an asset. But it was the haircut that got him through the door. I'm 71. My hands shake sometimes. My garage smells like rosemary shampoo and old concrete. But I've learned this. When life falls apart, people don't just lose their income. They lose the mirror. They lose the version of themselves that belongs in a room where their future is decided. Give someone their mirror back. Whether it's a haircut, a clean shirt, or a kind word, do whatever it takes to make them look in the glass and think, I'm still in here. Dignity isn't a luxury. It's the foundation. And sometimes that foundation starts in a garage. Pretty cool, huh? You know, I think God calls us all the time to kindness. And one of the things that I've been thinking about lately is that I don't think we need to search out opportunities to be kind. I don't think we have to have big plans about how we're going to be kind. I honestly don't even think it's our job, in a way, to find those opportunities to be kind, because I think God is always calling us to kindness. So what is our job in all this? I think it's just to listen to his voice. When he puts an urging on our hearts, we need to respond to it. When we hear his still small voice saying, pay for that lady's food in front of us in line, that's what we need to do. There's lots of ways to be kind. God calls us constantly to those ways. Let's just agree to listen and to respond. God bless.